from the time I just wrap up for this time here. That's what it's used. That's what it's used. Yes, if viewers, before we close off tonight. You can answer. What time you saying inside? What time you saying inside? 5 past? As in 5 and a Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host Saeed. I do want to thank you for joining us tonight. Monday the 22nd of November 2021. So remember viewers, those of you that are having spiritual problems, you can feel free to contact me. Those of you who have properties to sell or looking for property to buy, you can also contact me. And remember viewers, the days are coming closer for the drawing of the BMW that we promised you for the month of December. So, if you want to be lucky, please make a contribution of $1,000 towards our food drive, and you can have a chance to win a BMW for Christmas. Remember, we also have the Range Rover also. And for the month of November, Real Talk Investment Company, that's the Range Rover also. The Real Talk Investment Company is offering you 2.75% for the month of November on a fixed deposit system at Real Talk Group of Companies. So viewers, don't miss it. You're getting a once in a lifetime offer to make a huge return on your hard-earned cash. So don't miss out. So we're starting off our program tonight, viewers. Nationals fully vaccinated with Sinopharm will soon be able to travel to Canada without needing to quarantine on arrival. This was announced by the government of Canada that effective November 30th, Sinopharm, Sinovac, and Covaxin will be added to the list of approved COVID-19 vaccine matching the WHO emergency use listing. To be considered fully vaccinated, you must have either received at least one dose of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine or at least 2 doses of any approved COVID-19 vaccine. A mix of 2 approved vaccines is also allowed. Anyone wishing to enter Canada can use the local Ministry of Health vaccination card to show as proof of vaccination. So viewers, very soon, those of you who are willing to go to Canada, you know, for your 3 months, your 6 months, you're a citizen and you need to go back to Canada, you can do so, let's just say, from the 30th of November. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
Good night, my friend. How are thou?
Boy, I'm very depressed. I see my prophecy coming to fruition now, boy.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like at the end of November we're going to have up for 2,000. And I've tried to for 3,000, you know, the way it's going. We might have that just before Carnival, and then we want to shut down Carnival, man. All the supporters got to stay inside.
Yes.
Boy, I ain't saying no more. I taking a rest. I taking a sabbatical. I got.
Thank you, my friend. Cases are rising, but nevertheless. Now, I want you all to understand something. This virus that we have in Trinidad, COVID-19 and the Delta variant, it ain't going nowhere in a hurry. It is here And it is here for a long period of time. So I want you all to understand something. Cases will rise. It's not like rainfall today and tomorrow it gone. It's not like that. So I want you to understand something. The cases will rise. People will die. Why am I saying that? Said, why are you saying people will die? Before COVID-19 hit Trinidad and Tobago, people were dying in the hospital. But the citizen or the public did not know how many. And I want you all to understand that. I want you all to understand that. There are vaccinated people dying, and there are unvaccinated people dying. So this is something I want you all to understand. And with the Ministry of Health bullying the citizens to vaccinate. Let me tell you something. The vaccinated citizens also dying. This is why I said from the earlies, can a vaccinated citizen get COVID-19 and die? Yes, it is possible. It is happening. But it's just that the ministry never wanted us to know. You see, they feel that everybody's stupid like them. They feel that we are not in the age of technology. We are still in the age of bison and donkey cat. That is what they feel. Call a good night.
Hello, Saeed.
Go right ahead, you're live, my friend.
Yes. I'm really glad you brought this up, because what happened is, I am trying to understand. There's a report by the University of Oxford. I don't know if you took a look at it, that is saying that the Oxford scientists found the gene carried by 60% of people with South Asian ancestry doubles the risk of dying from COVID-19. The problem I am having is that this report, according to the government here, they're going with the science. Now, how come government of South Africa, it have a significant South Asian ancestry people living there? Malaysia did it, Indonesia did it, New Zealand did it. On the 5th of November, this report was released, and it's saying that people of South Asian people, they carry a gene that makes them more prone to COVID-19. Viewers could go and Google it and they will find it. That's the University of Oxford report. And all of a sudden, Friday, Minister Dialsing come out in the news and say, go ahead and socialize. Why didn't you come out and also say, listen, as a responsible government, we need to tell citizens, listen, this amount of people all are very vulnerable, because according to science and the University of Oxford, you all are 60% vulnerable compared to other ancestry of other people. And this is something that is being hidden. And I think tonight, you're hitting the nail on its head as we go along. So I just wanted to bring that to the population attention. Please go and read where the scientists are saying 60% of South Asian ancestry that carry this particular gene, they will die from COVID more because it is vulnerable to them. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. And thank you for the information. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But nevertheless, there's a lot when we return. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and investor businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Are you looking for the right investment? Are you looking for a greater return on your hard-earned cash? Look no further. Contact Real Talk Group of Companies located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. At Real Talk Investment, you can earn up to 3.5% interest on your 3-year investment. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Do contact us now on 339-1670, 238-6716. us. For further information, our helpful team is ready to assist. Real Talk Investment. Real people matter to us. This ad was paid for by Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. So remember, Real Talk Investment. You want to make extra cash? Your money you have put down in the bank, you want it to grow for you. Instead of getting 0.05%, why not get 2.75% at Real Talk Financing and Investment Company? What are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? For times to get more hard? But nevertheless, as we move on tonight, Trade and Industry Minister Paula Gopiskun and Supermarket Association SAT President Rajiv Dipti have both rejected predictions by former SAT President Balram Maharaj of an approaching food shortage for Christmas. Now, Gopiskun states that with the data on hand, she would not buy into such distressing statement and predictions. Maharaj, who is CEO of ADM Export and Import Distributor, said his predictions come after a decrease in the world food production. And very few governments, other than China, have advised persons to stock up on foods. Now listen to this. He added that as an importer, world food production has dropped by 50%. Now he's adding this, and China is buying up 50%. However, SAT head Rajiv Dipti states, while Maharaj as an importer is well placed to comment, there should be no kind of panic buying. He mentioned there are goods in the core food basket that remains available to consumer. Dipti said supermarket shelves are stocked to capacity, which is an indication that there is a high volume of items available. He also added that such statement as one by Maharaj could cause panic buying, which would drive up the price of some goods and keep certain items out of hand of those who really need them. As countries and economics come in and out of lockdown due to the increase in COVID cases, Dipti acknowledged the increase in demand worldwide. So viewers, we took the, every time we talk about food, I do contact the supermarket president, which is Rajiv Dipti. So he's on the line with us tonight. Good night, my friend.
Good night, Saeed. Good night, Fernand Tobago.
And before I go further, I understand that today's your birthday.
Yes, it is, Saeed.
So from Real Talk Studios, my friend, to you, Mr. Rajiv, we want to wish you a happy birthday and many more to come with health and strength.
Thank you, my friend. I think we have to appreciate the health and strength in these times.
Yes, yes. So today, just let the citizens know what you did today, being as today's your birthday.
Listen, it was another day hard at work, and I look forward to spending after the school with family and some close friends.
Nice, nice. Well, congratulations again, my friend. So, talk of the town, many people are saying there's food shortage. But what are your thoughts on the comments made that TNT may be facing a food shortage?
Well, let me start by saying that Mr. Baliram Maharaj is a past president of SACP, and we have the deepest respect for him, his input and his comments. However, when we take a look at the situation right now in Trinidad and Tobago and with the stores, we have been in the pandemic for well over 18 months, and we have faced several crises. When COVID hit in March 2020, a lot of commentators were well placed to facing a food shortage and a food crisis, and that did not happen.
Correct.
What happened is that we had a lot of panic buying, and it created a scarcity in terms of certain items in the market. Now, what we see at this time of the year, heading into the Christmas period, is that a lot of stores are well placed to offer you deals, to offer inducements that come into the stores. In communication with several of the stores today, they are letting me know that, listen, our shelves are full, we have stock in the warehouses, and what my suppliers are telling me is that, yes, there are challenges with freight, shipping, and the costs associated with the price and expense of shipping. So that crisis is going to linger well into next year.
Yes.
And we expect that the real challenge right now that we've been facing is escalation of food prices on the international market, because we are seeing demand go up as there are patterns of consumer spikes in consumption. However, we are also seeing that, yes, production has been cut across the world at 50% in factories where, we have COVID protocols in place. However, our suppliers are shopping around within the region and traditional as well as non-traditional supply chain routes. So we are seeing a steady supply of goods coming into the country. It's not something that suppliers or importers are flagging yet as a crisis. And we are in constant communication with the Ministry of Trade on this particular topic, because food security is a real concern in Trinidad and Tobago. And it's something that we need to address. But as long as we're not making it side, we're going to be buying it on the international market, and that is our position in Trinidad and Tobago right now.
Yes. Now, do you think TNT would soon face issues with food shortage, especially now that we are in the Christmas season?
For the remainder?
Coming to the Christmas season, Rajiv, a lot of people just buy extra.
Yes, correct. So for the remainder of 2021, we are not anticipating any food shortages at all. Now, bear in mind, Saeed, you are seeing portfolios of goods disappearing. There are a number of reasons for that. There is the issue of the price point that it's being brought in at on the international market. Prices are going up because demand has gone up, as well as production cuts. So where those brands and portfolios of products disappear from supermarket shelves, you're seeing a very fluid process of product substitution by the same importers of goods.
Yes.
Right? So what we need to keep in mind is that if something is disappearing, it's not necessarily because it's not available, but perhaps it's too expensive to put out to the consumer at that price.
Correct.
Right? So we're seeing a lot of swapping in terms of products on the shelf. So where the core food basket is concerned, sugar, rice, flour, oil, these kinds of things, we are not shortened. However, the prices have gone up.
Yes.
And this is something that we need to take a look at as a nation. When we talk about growing our own food, and when we consider what our core focus should be, government after government has come, and several things have been tried since the Manning administration, including mega farms, but none of these things have been built upon to create lasting legacies of supply and local production in the international market. But we are in a good place for Christmas 2021.
Rajiv, I do want to thank you for joining us tonight, and we do want to wish you a happy birthday for the rest of the night. I know you might be celebrating, but it's your birthday. You have all rights. So thank you once more, my friend.
Thank you very much, Saeed. Thank you very much, Fernando Tobago.
So viewers, that was the supermarket president, Mr. Rajiv Dipti, assuring us that there is no shortage of food in Trinidad and Tobago. So you don't have to panic buy. You don't have to panic buy. Because let me tell you something. Whether we say panic buy or not, people always rush for food. So that is not something new to Trinidad and Tobago. But the president have assured us that you do not need to panic buy. Make your normal grocery for Christmas, and we'll be good with that. So as we move on tonight, Minister of Health Terence Dayal Singh has stated that there is no conflict of interest in Principal Medical Officer Dr. Mariam Abdul Richards' appointment to the board of Angostura Holding Limited. The minister was questioned on how the appointment was allowed given her role heading the management of the parallel healthcare system set up to treat with COVID-19 care. Dayal Singh stated that the public service regulation did not debar or have any issue with the specific board appointment.
So I have been advised the public service regulations do not debar a public officer from taking up a board appointment as long as the appointee can perform their duties, and that has been advised to me by the public service.
Dr. Abdul Richard, who was also present at the conference, did not comment on her additional portfolio. However, in a report, she stated that there is nothing inappropriate about her portfolio, as there is nothing in her terms of employment that prevents her from serving on the board of a public trading company. She also stated that her diverse managerial skills provided her with an opportunity to enhance Angostura board and contribute to the company's growth. So now, I would not condemn. I would not condemn her. You know why? I will tell you this. We have 41 MPs. 41 MPs. And when you check, there's about 5 or 6 ministers who always on the upfront that have 2 and 3 portfolios. Mariam Abdul, she's not a minister, but she managed the parallel healthcare system. And with her educational background and her managerial skills, she got an offer. Now, this is the tricky part. This is the tricky part. And there is a rum and good to drink. And there is a rum and good to drink. But nevertheless, we are not here to condemn anybody. She got an opportunity and she took it. Now listen to this. I would really like to find out, Mariam, I would really like to find out how many COVID-19 vaccinated individuals you all have at the parallel healthcare system. I would really like to find out that. Now, so apart from that, while we have the Attorney General out of Trinidad and Tobago, we have the Minister of Energy, who is Stuart Young, acting as the Attorney General. So this is the reason why I cannot condemn Mariam. I can't do that. I can't do that. The AG could have found someone else to act. We have the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Saieed Ali. He is also the head of the Security Council for Trinidad and Tobago. Call a good night.
Good night, Mr. Said.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
Yeah, all time listener to your program. Last week, Friday, you mentioned that you were supposed to share some information with us concerning unvaccinated persons that are allowed to enter business and that we show.
Hold on 1 second before you go further. The Minister of Health and also the Prime Minister, they need to come clear and clear it up with the public. If vaccinated, if this, echo back. If this new regulation that they bring out into the public domain, if it is for safe zones only. Because just how I got the information and I analyzed it, I gave it to you. So go ahead, my friend.
Right, so I just wanted you to highlight that and let's put some clarification to it. So that's basically it. Apart from that, I'm always locked on to your program. I must say you're doing a good job and continue to share the information with your listeners.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Because I'm still waiting on clarifications as to exactly what or where should vaccinated people go and what establishment. Is it only for the safe zones as the water park, as the bars, as the restaurants? Because these 3 places that I have just called have designated safe zones according to the government. The bar is a safe zone, the water park is a safe zone, restaurant you have to be vaccinated to partake. They were classed as safe zones. So the Minister of Health, or the Prime Minister, or the CMO, or Dr. Avery Hines, or Marian Abdul-Richards, they need to come out and tell the public, well, you know what? Vaccinated people and the penalty that we have there is only for safe zones, but they're not doing that. You see, when they decided to bring out these regulations, they could have had a meeting, a media conference, and let the public know, well, you know what? If the individuals who own a business place, if there is an unvaccinated person there, they would have to verify if it's a safe zone or no safe zone. They need to do that. Call a good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, go right ahead, my friend.
All right. In a report, the Prime Minister gives somebody about 40 acres of land to do farming. But you know, when you pass on the watch, you know, they're doing mining now. Take no gravel and things.
In a repo?
Yeah. If a pass it, you see for yourself.
Okay, so the land that the minister gave out, was it supposed to be for agriculture?
Yeah, like a farming and things.
So they actually grading down the dirt and selling it?
Yeah, you can see they're digging it up. You watch it, if you pass, I mean, you can't go inside it, so. But you watch it and talk coming out with it.
I understand. Thank you, my friend, for sharing the info.
All right.
Police Service Commission is in receipt of a letter dated 16th of September 2020 from Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali and Chairman of the Security Council, who raised several concerns about the unacceptable behavior of Gary Griffith and his suitability to continue to hold the office of the Commissioner of Police. Rowley letter followed the September 2020 clash between himself and the Bayside Tower pool party COVID-19 protocol breach issue. These are some of the complaints of the PM reported to the Commission. On Saturday, 12 September 2020, the PM stated that it is expected that there will be a firm law enforcement for those who believe that the only thing they will accept and respond to is being restricted color, class, or social standing. The PM added that it was not up to him to tell the Commissioner of Police who to arrest and who not to arrest, and how to apply the law. However, he could tell the Commissioner of Police that the law must be applied to protect us in Trinidad and Tobago. Listen to this.
Persons who are partying and spreading this virus must feel the full brunt of the law in Trinidad and Tobago. It is not for me to tell the Commissioner of Police who to arrest and who not to arrest or how to apply the law. But as Prime Minister, I could tell the Commissioner of Police that the law must apply to protect us in Trinidad and Tobago from those who are not prepared to listen and not prepared to fight the fight that we want to fight to bring this virus under control.
So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, I want to hear what you have to say. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Are you looking for the right investment? Are you looking for a greater return on your hard-earned cash? Look no further. Contact Real Talk Group of Companies located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. At Real Talk Investment, you can earn up to 3.5% interest on your 3-year investment. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Do contact us now on 339-1670, 238-6716 for further information. Our helpful team is ready to assist. Real Talk Investment. Real people matter to us. This ad was paid for by Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Caller, good night.
Hi, good night, good night.
Good night, my friend. Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk.
You know, we have very confusing, statistics. Now, if you're saying that vaccinated people must go in safe zone, so unvaccinated people must not go there. Now, what about the groceries? Do they have vaccinated a safe zone grocery where they would not mix? What about when they're traveling and all these other things? Or is it, these vaccinated people are just, segregated totally? Now, my other point is that I find the Prime Minister is far from out of place. We were supposed to have an independent, police commissioner.
Yes.
The police supposed to do as they see fit. What position does Rowley have to say who to charge and who not to charge? That is at the discretion of the Commissioner of Police.
Correct.
So is the Prime Minister and Commissioner of Police. So now I want to say that the whole nation or a great percentage of the nation is lost confidence in him 6 years ago. Now, the other point, why we having all this fight in COVID is because the government is not dealing with it. If COVID is so serious, why is it that we had a general election last year? Why is it we having to be an election this year? Why is it you're coming now with property tax? Because you are not focusing on the COVID. You have failed. You have dropped the ball. You cannot manage this country where all the effort and resources should be placed only on COVID and people's lives. You're frustrating people with property tax. You're frustrating them all around. That is why people are getting sick. Now, simple thing, how much money have they spent in giving out masks and sanitizers and all these things? They have not done it. They are going after the vaccines because nobody knows how much they pay for it. There's none on disclosure, and it is sad that people would not know how the money is being spent way after they demit office. Then the new party that would come in will let you know how they spend. So all now look at the condition of our road in Trinidad here. So they're going to get in the next $16 million for some seafront or some kind of thing. Once we are swimming in water here, this is totally unfair, sir. It is time that people stand up for their rights. This man cannot do. This is not PNM country. This is not PNM treasury. This is not PNM money, sir. It is time that we stand up and show our colors. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, my friend. So now, viewers, staying on the PM statements. Now, this is the former commissioner of police said, however, those statement was interpreted by Griffith as being offensive. Therefore, it was alleged that the PM received several disrespectful messages in which it was stated that Griffith betrayed the lack of balance expected from an officer in his position. So now, if the Prime Minister received several disrespectful messages from the Commissioner of Police, former Commissioner of Police Gary Griffith, I would like him now to make it public. Make it public. Make it public. Let the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago and worldwide see that the former Commissioner of Police, Mr. Gary Griffith, who you said messaged you disrespectful messages. Just how this list went, well, I read the list. I read the list. Bring out the messages. Let's see who is lying. Mr. Prime Minister, if you say the Commissioner of Police messaged you disrespectfully, publish the message. You see, I could tell you something. Is facts. Is facts. And only facts will set an individual free or jail. It's the facts that would condemn a murderer. No facts. He's a free man. So what we need now from the Prime Minister is facts of those messages. Let it go public. Let Trinidad and Tobago see whether the former Commissioner of Police were telling the truth or not. You see, you cannot want to say, well, oh, the Commissioner sent me some disrespectful message. Now that is word against facts. Word against facts. So we need facts now in order to know, well, you know what? The Commissioner really messaged the Prime Minister some disrespectful comments and remarks, and this is it. That's all you have to do. You see, that is why Real Talk have grown in the last 3.5 years as the third best news forecast in Trinidad and Tobago, because we present the facts to you. Not less but the facts. Caller, good night.
Yes, Saeed.
Talk to me.
Yeah. What you're saying is so true.
Yes.
Yeah. Now I realize that there's another talk show host who is trying to make sure that the PNM rules this country forever. I'm speaking about Happy Boris. I'm calling his name. He wants the PNM to rule Trinidad and Tobago forever.
All right. Let me just... I understand your comments. I understand your comments. Now, let me just say something. I cannot... Saieed Ali, being on Synergy Network, I cannot condemn a show on Synergy Network. I want you, the viewing public, to understand that. I cannot condemn a talk show host on Synergy Network. I cannot do that. So I do apologize if I am not commenting on that. I do apologize for that. But thank you for your concerns, caller. You see, what I bring to you is the facts. With photos, with videos, is only the facts I present to you. So listen this. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley is again appealing to citizens to take personal responsibility for their well-being as the country struggles with ongoing effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. And again I would say, China is so big and so huge, over 30 million people, and they could not contain the COVID-19 as they wanted to. Australia is so big, the US is so big, they cannot contain it. Like I said in the program earlier, the COVID-19 and the Delta is here for some time. It is not going anywhere fast. The only fast thing about it is that the cases will go up. That is the only thing. You see all these lockdowns that crippled the country? That is the only thing it did. It crippled the country. Now that we are having 300, 400, 500 cases, 550 cases per day, we have no lockdown. And now we have the Prime Minister now coming out to tell the citizens, take personal responsibility. We, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, were taking personal responsibility since the House Speaker refused to debate the motion concerning COVID-19 in the House of Representatives. And when we, the citizens, realize that that motion is not being debated as to how, why, and when we will deal with it, we started taking precautionary measures on ourselves. Like I said, in some shows went by in the earlies with COVID-19, while we were choosing not to debate, Jamaica was already preparing for it. So Rowley stated that the virus is still raging throughout the world and added that the most important advice he can give is to get vaccinated. Listen to this.
Today, in fact, the reports are that we've had the largest number of citizens dying from the pandemic, 28 people. And in fact, the virus is still raging through the world, through Europe, through the United States, and of course through the Caribbean. We are not out of it, but we are in fact choosing to fight to survive. And all I can say to you tonight from this platform is the most important admonition I can give you. Protect yourselves from this virus. Get vaccinated. The vaccines are the only response that can give us any improvement in our physical condition to escape the ravages of the virus.
You know, I cannot understand what the Prime Minister said, you know. I cannot understand the last couple of words, is that the vaccine will help us. How many vaccinated people died? How many are still in the parallel healthcare system? How many? You see, this data is what the public need, and the health minister is afraid to bring it to the public. He is afraid. What are you fearful of? In other parts of the world, they are recording, they are telling you, they are showing you how what you are saying is not so, is this. We're buying health down here. That's what we're doing. We're buying health. The PM also urged citizens to continue to adhere to the COVID-19 public health regulations. He added that persons should follow the health guidelines and should remember their personal responsibility during the pandemic.
Follow the health guidelines as you spaced out here, as you mask and as you sanitize. Do so with a vengeance in the purpose of protecting your lives. We are losing lives. We've lost livelihoods. We are defending livelihoods and lives. So tonight, whatever happens going forward, just remember that you have a personal responsibility during this pandemic, as you have a responsibility to defend Tobago from those who will lead us astray.
Kola, good night.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Saeed, I want to ask
you something. If you have virus, right, a pandemic, then doctors must remind you.
Caller, we do apologize for cutting the call. We could not, my operator could not hear what you are saying clearly. I do apologize for it. COVID-19 infections have been reported at Faizabad Anglican Secondary School and St. Anthony's College in Diego Martin. A source who requested anonymity stated that 5 students of Faizabad Anglican Secondary fell ill in late October. But 10 days later, a school staff member also began experiencing flu-like symptoms and was sent for testing, but the matter was never made public. So we're making it public. They also added that administrators were taking advantage of teachers and abusing their authority by withholding information, as well as COVID test result was never disclosed officially to the staffs. Now, I just want to say something in the public domain. For those who work in business places and government offices and feel that you are paying your staff, let me tell you something. For the government workers, it's the Ministry of Finance that is paying public servants. So managers and supervisors and bosses of government agencies when you refuse to let out COVID-19 information to your staff, information like this, well, 2 persons were tested positive, we need to close down the area and you all need to go get testing. But instead of you doing that, you would withhold information and have persons continue coming to work without sanitizing the place. And when individuals continue getting sick, you continue hiding reports. Let me tell you something. I want to ask you bosses and managers and supervisors a question. If you get sick and you carry it home to your family, wouldn't you be responsible? Because a lot of government office have contacted me and saying, Saeed, our bosses are not giving us information. We are finding out this information ourselves from individuals who tested positive, and the boss continues to come to work without any sanitization. So if the bosses and them now get sick and carried home to their family by being, how should I say, ridiculous, and do not want to take the proper procedure into hand. If you carry it home to your family, you think somebody will care about your family? I'm talking about government bosses in office with managers and supervisors and staff. You refuse to tell your staff, well, you know what? We have 2 COVID patients here tested positive. We need to sanitize the office. Let me tell you something, bosses. If you carry that home to your wife and children, who is to be blamed? You going to blame your staff? No, you dancing head. You have to blame yourself. Because the next office called me and tell me, Saeed, I work for so-and-so office and the boss refusing to sanitize with a COVID-19 patient. Let me tell you something. I will call the government office and I will call the boss name. Because the Prime Minister cannot be coming out in the public domain. As you just heard from him, we must take it upon ourselves and get vaccinated. And we have bosses who are operating like they have to pay the staff from their bloody health pockets. So I want the bosses and the managers and the supervisors to understand, when you carry COVID-19 home to your family, it's not the staff's sake. It's not the staff's fault. It's yours. So all better buck up on yourself. If all you want to hear your name mentioned on TV, and I'm waiting for lawsuits. I'm waiting. Because when I done with all you going to have money to buy jockey shorts. Take what I'm telling all you. Because that is ridiculousness. You too damn stink. I telling all of that. The next set of calls I get in, bosses, bet your last dollar. I'm mentioning all your name. I'm mentioning all your name. You see, like an AO wanted to threaten staff in a licensing office. Oh, all the leaking information. Mr. AO, if you get the COVID and carried home to your pretty wife and children, who you blaming? The staff? Since last week Friday, I was the bosses, you know. If you get COVID and carried home to your wife and your child, who you coming to work from 7 to 4 to make money, to mind them, who you going to blame for that? The staff? No, the staff took it upon themselves to let you know, Mr. AO, if there is COVID-19 in the place, send home your workers and sanitize the place. It's coming out from your pocket, you duncy head. The money is coming out from your pocket. You're saving yourself, you're saving your son, you're saving your daughter, you're saving your wife from contracting COVID-19. But you're studying now to find out which staff leak information. You know why they leak information? Because you decide not to do nothing about it. You want to challenge me? Come now, man. I'm waiting for you. You feel like I know you? Come wrong me, tell yourself it's corrugated steel you're hitting, eh? And I hope you could bend it. You see, this is some of the things that is taking place in Trinidad. Call her good night.
Hello, good night, sir.
My friend, go right ahead.
You know this virus is a blessing in disguise for Rowley, that the PM.
To make money, some of them.
Day after day is the same thing. You hear no progress in this country. Nothing. People losing their job. People starving. People this, people that. And it's everything they can think about is the virus. And money cannot be accounted for. It's a blessing for Rowley and the PM. Everything, man. I'm sick and fed up of this thing. Open the country, Rowley. Who dead and who live.
Hey, take your time. Take your time. No, but the street economy needs to open up. Business slow. Banks are blanking people loan. You know, it's a sad thing, you know, that you have people working for you and you have a COVID patient and you refuse to close just to sanitize. But the thing is, you are spending no money. You're working for a company that have the money. It's sad, it's sad, it's sad. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, we'll be right back after this break.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Are you looking for the right investment? Are you looking for a greater return on your hard-earned cash? Look no further. Contact Real Talk Group of Companies located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. At Real Talk Investment, you can earn up to 3.5% interest on your 3-year investment. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Do contact us now on 339-1670, 238-6716 for further information. Our helpful team is ready to assist. Real Talk Investment. Real people matter to us. This ad was paid for by Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
So now viewers, I will just repeat. They also added that administrators were taking advantage of teachers and abusing their power by authority. Now, withholding information as well as COVID test results was never disclosed officially to staff, which means the administrator want people, well, come in and get positive. I would never have legislation for that. Meanwhile, at St. Anthony's College, a circular was issued indicating that a staffer was COVID-19 positive and students were urged to continue following COVID-19 protocols. Now, viewers, I want to let you understand something. COVID-19 ain't going nowhere in a hurry. We have to learn to live with it, yes. Now, individuals may get symptoms, but because of your immune system healthy and you're strong, it might fade away from you. You know, some would say a little bush medicine, a little bag of drips, visit the doctor, you take your medication, you know, you build your immune system, and you would get through it. But there are some, when you test positive, you stay home, after 14 days, COVID disappear. COVID disappear. So this brings me to this question. When you go to the health facility and they test you positive, and they tell you stay home for 14 days quarantine, you test positive, right? And you stay home for 14 days or 21 days. After the 21 days, in some cases, nobody ain't coming to check you. They send you a letter while you're clear to go to work without a test. So, after 14 days or 21 days, this happens. So my question is to Terrence Dial Singh. How the hell you spend $200,000 per day per patient in a COVID-19 facility? How the hell it cost you $200,000 per patient in a facility? While we have COVID-19 cases now, stating you do your test, you're positive, all right, they send you home into quarantine, the doctor pass and check you once in 21 days, the police might pass and realize, well, hey, you ought to stay home. But after that, what takes place? You get your release letter for 14 or 21 days, and you're gone about your business. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night.
Go right ahead.
I'm just calling. I think sometime ago I heard someone asking about the third shot. So I just want to say that it really is important for people who've got both shots to get their third one, and they will be called by the RHA. The second thing is, Dr. LeBlanc, the head of the Cancer Society, she said people who are having radiation, chemo and so on, they are immunocompromised, should really have their third shot. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear, for your information. So that is why I'm asking you tonight, viewers. Remember when Terrence Dial Singh said it is costing them $200,000 per day to see about a COVID-19 patient while they was eating bhaji and bread? Now, you test positive for COVID-19, you go home, you stay. After 21 days, they call him, you have any symptoms? No, I have no symptoms. Any runny nose? No. Any cough? No. Any headaches? No. Okay, they send you a release letter and you go about your business. So Terrence, could you kindly come out and tell the public how you manage to spend $200,000 per day seeing about a COVID-19 patient? Can you do something like that, Terrence? I'm asking. Could you come out with that information? Indicate to the citizens. Because $50 million went to Tobago for hotelers to paint over the hotel. But Rohan sitting and saying, we ain't have no money to buy material. $50 million went to Tobago to beautify hotel for hotel owners. But the Ministry of Education saying the government ain't have no money and asking corporate T&T, can you all donate devices to the school children? The ministry have no money. Where did $50 million come from to St. Tobago? Like I said, I have nothing against Tobago hotelers. Nothing. But anywhere taxpaying citizen money is spending, I have a concern. Viewers, we're out of time for tonight. Remember, Real Talk Financial and Investment Company is offering you 2.75% on a fixed deposit at our company. And remember, we have our food drive that is taking place in the month of December. In the second week of December, the BMW will be given to somebody. So please make a contribution. Look how beautiful. Oh, and that car is also lowered with original drop-low springs. It is also lowered with original drop-low BMW drop-low springs. So you get an added plus. So viewers, until we meet again, be safe. There's a rerun of this program tomorrow from 11:30 to 12:30. Enjoy the night.